OK.Fishing here, and boy, do we have something for you. I'm Christian.
I'm Jaden,
I'm Justin.
and this is Echoes in the Timber.
Welcome, welcome. We're just three fishermen, three outdoorsmen, and we're trying to do some fishing.
Trying to live life.
Live life to the fullest. We started this channel this year, actually, and we've been posting videos. And this podcast, I've been working with Jaden on and JC, and we have decided that we needed this podcast. So, welcome to episode one. We've set it up. I hope you guys enjoy, and thank you for joining us. We're going to get into our first segment of the day, the Backyard Bulletin. This is probably a really good one. I want you guys to know that there's going to be free fishing June 6th through 7th in Oklahoma. A fishing license costs what, $35?
Yep.
Something?
41 after tax.
Yeah. So we need we need this day. It's nice for a lot of people. My brother, he doesn't do much fishing, but he gets to go fishing Saturday, so he's going to be pretty happy. I imagine there'll be a lot of people too. If you guys don't know Oklahoma laws, after the age of 16, you have to buy a cheap license. It's like maybe $5, right?
Yeah, it's
Probably 10 or 15 now. It's been a while.
yeah, it
Really?
might be it might be a little bit more now, but
But
it's cheaper
when you
than the
turn
adult.
18, you've got to spend the full price. Okay.
Don't be an adult.
Yeah, don't be an adult. Just rewrite your birth certificate so you can keep fishing. But now you get a free fishing day, no matter how old you are. But I think there's also something interesting happening at Grand Lake.
The Bass Pro Tour is coming the June 20th and the 21st. It'll be stage 6 of the Bass Pro Tour. So that'll be pretty exciting to watch.
I think I saw a prize pool of over $100,000.
Yeah, it it's a pretty exciting event coming to Oklahoma. It it'll be really interesting to watch, and it's in our native waters.
I think I saw something about it's gonna be in Lake Enid too. Is that true? I think Lake Enid might be having a tournament. Don't quote me on that, guys, but I'm pretty sure a couple weeks after there'll be Lake Enid. I think that's part 7 of the or stage 7. And you guys familiar with Alaskan Bush people? We recently lost Matt Brown. He was one of the brothers. He was the oldest one, and a lot of people will miss him, including me. And yeah, he was a good guy. But I hope you guys are liking this. This is our first time. That's what she said. Come on, guys. Y'all are no fun. Why did I bring you here? Let's
Somebody's
go.
got to teach you how to fish.
Let's go into the catch of the week. Who's leading this? JC? I think that's you, right?
Yeah, that's my name. So here the other day, me and my oldest brother here, we went home in Illinois River where they stock trout, and it's only my second time trout fishing. I don't really know what I'm doing. He was down there just kind of still teaching me a little bit, and I just switched up to a rooster tail because we were using fly rods, but it just wasn't biting. So I switched up to a rooster tail on my bass rod. I threw it out there on my third cast. I caught a trophy-sized rainbow trout, which I didn't know it was a trophy trout. I knew it was a bigger trout, but a lot of the people there were kind of freaking about how big it was. I didn't know anything. I just took it home and ate it.
Yeah, if you guys aren't from Oklahoma, Oklahoma doesn't really have water that can support trout. It's not cold enough. It's not like fast flowing enough. so they die. They don't really get a chance to grow big. So all of our trout we have in Oklahoma, every single one is raised in a hatchery, and we might have some that breed in winter. We
Very
might,
few, probably.
but they would die
Super
off by
cold.
summer. There's never been an established breeding population. It's all stocked.
Maybe
And so,
closer to Arkansas.
yeah.
Where we fish at, they purposely pump water from the deepest part of the lake just to make it cool enough for the
Yeah.
trout in that stretch of river.
I think they stock it once a week.
I think it's OSU that stocks them, ain't it?
Yeah, OSU with the wildlife department.
They do once a week until the summer months, and then they switch to bi-weekly.
Yeah. Well, let's lead this off. Let's talk about our third segment. That's gear on the table. And we like to recommend stuff because at the end of the day, you don't know to trust this review. You might see someone that says, hey, this product is the best thing ever, but they were paid by that company. Okay? Maybe the ones with 35,000 reviews you can trust. But we're giving you our honest reviews of things we've bought and tried.
Not
If there's
sponsored
some.
by.
What?
Not
Not
sponsored by.
sponsored by.
Yeah, not sponsored. Not sponsored at all. Doesn't mean we can't be. Bass Pro. Shills. Sorry.
Academy.
Something in my throat. Uh, but yeah, we need to we need to get on to this. What did we bring today?
So today I brought a piece of gear that a lot of people take for granted. They don't really need it that often, but this is something when you do need it, it's really good to have it. It's like having a life jacket in your boat. You don't always need it, but when you do, you're gonna be glad it's there. So that that is a first aid kit. So
Can we open it up? Let's look at it.
so this is a survival and first aid kit. I keep it with me when I'm fishing, hunting, or camping. But this this has not only medical supplies and things like that, but it has emergency blanket, whistles, things like that, paracord.
Fishing lures, a little fishing
Yeah, it's got
rod.
a little small amount of fishing line with the collapsible rod and stuff like that. It's pretty much everything that you need. If you were lost or stranded somewhere, you could survive until you needed rescued or something like that. But not a lot of people carry them or really care to carry one, but this is something we recommend to carry with you hunting, fishing, camping, anything like that. This one you can buy at Amazon. That's where I got this one. And pretty much you don't have to buy this one, but any form of first aid kit is a must have in hunting or fishing.
Yeah, I always keep one in my truck. We keep one on all the boats we own. My kayak, I'm in the process of getting one to permanently stay in there. But you need a first aid kit. We're going to recommend different things. We've used it. If you guys know something you love, tell us. We might buy it and try it out, see what we think, give you our honest review. And if it's good enough, it'll make it on our Gill of the Week. You know?
Yep.
But that's our third segment, Gear on the Table. Let's go. What you guys came here for today are horrible stories. JC, what's your most memorable catch?
It actually had to have been this year. I was out snagging for paddlefish at low water in Locust Grove, Oklahoma, and I hooked into a gar that was pretty close to the state record. I knew it was a spoonbill, but I just kind of didn't know because it was kind of felt weird, but it came full up out of the water, and I kind of freaked out a little bit because once I seen how big it was, I kind of thought I had the state record, and I kind of took my time, gave it as much drag as I could because I knew it could cut the line because I'm using smaller line for gar fishing. And once I finally got it up there, I had a bunch of some strangers help me up there with it, and we put a rope on it. We got it up to the bank, and we looked at it, and we weighed it. It was 2 pounds shy of the state record, which is 43, and it weighed 41.
Yeah.
But I just gave it to the guy, let him take it home and eat it, and let him enjoy it too, as much as I enjoyed it.
Yeah. We're doing this to feed people. Not only do we catch these fish for fun, but sometimes we're looking to put food on the table. We
Some
are.
people aren't as fortunate as us.
What?
Some people aren't as fortunate as us.
Yeah.
Maybe they're not having as much luck as you.
You know, and there's some people out there that can't fish anymore. My grandma absolutely loves fishing, but she's wheelchair bound now. And so every time I catch a big mess of catfish, I invite her down to fry. You know, I let her come and eat some catfish that I caught because she absolutely loves it. And I don't know about you guys, but like if I kill a deer and run out of room in my freezer, a lot of times I offer it to friends and stuff, especially people that don't have the money to buy meat.
No.
It's
Most people ain't fortunate enough to go out and do it.
yeah, it would be just a waste to not help them out. You know, life's not easy. It's expensive.
Oh yeah. Especially adding on the prices of hunting and the time.
Yeah.
Not everybody can get outdoors, so it's good to help those that can't.
Yeah, I spent probably $40 in tags this year. I think that's how much the tags cost.
Yeah.
But I ended up with probably 20 pounds of deer meat, and I can that's a $2 a pound.
Yeah.
Yeah, think about that. $2 a pound for meat that people would probably pay 15 a pound, if not more.
Yeah.
Like,
Depending on where it comes from.
yeah, really, it's something great, And if I would have tagged out, that's 6 deer for $40.
It's not
Six
just about
deer.
the money though. At least we had the memories.
Yeah, I made some amazing memories. I hope you guys did
Your
too.
first compound bow kill.
Yeah, no, and actually got it sitting right here. Maybe we can talk about that sometime. That's a fun story, definitely.
Yeah. All of our first bow kills were.
Yeah, y'all's bow kill. Y'all will find out more about them later. What's your most memorable catch?
Well, I remember sand bass fishing with my dad and my cousin, and I had just bought my first bait caster and didn't know much about using them, didn't know how to set the settings and everything, and I was working on getting all the settings messed with, and I kind of casted it a little harder than I should have, and it backlashed pretty bad, and I don't know if everybody fished with a bait caster, but it's no fun. Well, I was working on pulling out the backlash because my dad was not going to clean that up for me. If I wanted to learn to use it, kind of deal with the consequence of using it. So I was pulling that out, and I was using a rattle trap, and it just was floating along in the current while I was pulling out line trying to clean it up. Well, a pretty good sized flathead decided to take off with that rattle trap while I was still pulling out backlash. And I had to pretty much just reel up whatever line I had pulled out on the ground and had to hurry up and reel it up onto the spool. And I was using a bait caster, but didn't have a rod that really was quite strong enough. I'd say it was a light style rod, not an ultralight, but it was probably, I think its max rating was 14-pound line, and I think I had 12 on it at the time.
Okay.
And I was, as a kid, I swore the fish was either gonna break the line or break the rod, so I ended up having my dad there to help. Thankfully, he was there, and Once we got the fish up to the bank, my cousin refused to. He refused to put his hands anywhere near that thing's mouth. So my dad hands the rod back to me and grabs the fish and hands it up to me. And at the time, I was like, "This fish is almost half the length of me." But I was pretty short growing up. It turned out to be just above 25 pounds, but as a kid, it's a really good memory to make bass fishing and catching a fish of that size.
You know, on that note, I was out sand bass fishing actually. Horseshoe Bend on Illinois River, 10 Killer Lake, whatever you want to call it, in Keys, Oklahoma. But I'm out there with my cousin, sand bass fishing. I'm throwing a Berkeley swim shad. It's about this big, and it has pretty good action. It dives like 8 foot, I think, but it looks like a shad. So I'm out there, I'm reeling it in about medium speed, and boom, something hits. It starts ripping drag. I got an ultralight. This thing is not made for whatever this fish is. I really had no idea. So I thought it was a catfish, and I'm fighting it, and it's pulling me down and pulling my kayak around like it was my own motor. I was just trying to survive. So I'm sitting there. It would pull drag. Occasionally I'd get slack. I'd reel it up, and then it would pull more drag. And my rod was bent like that, and I had 6 pound line catching a fish that, for all I knew, could have been 50 pounds. But I'm fumbling with my GoPro. I try and get it to record. I can't get it to turn on, so I'm holding the rod with one hand and going to grab my GoPro, and it's not turning on, and it's pulling me down, and I'm worried I'm gonna lose pressure and lose this fish. But finally, I get that thing on, and as soon as I get it on, not 30 seconds later, that fish comes up on top of the water, and we just see this 4.5 foot gar. And me and my cousin start yelling like little kids that just got in a van that full of candy. We were ecstatic and happy. And oh man, then he just ripped drag even more. And I fought him for like 4.5 minutes, I think. I have a video of it, but it's a ridiculous fight. It comes up to the water. My cousin decides he's gonna bank it for me. I look at my net. It's like this big, and there's just no way it's gonna fit. So we have to grab it out of the water, lift it up, and get it into our kayaks. So I put the job on him while I have the rod. So he gets a hold of the fish. As he grabs it, I tell him, "Hey, be careful. They have sharp teeth, like ridiculous sharp teeth. Their scales are sharp. Everything will cut you." So he grabs it. As he picks it up, it shakes and it slips up his hand, and here's the head and teeth. His hand is wrapped around it and just gets completely cut. Blood is everywhere, and I start laughing because I just warned him, and he was like, "Oh, so upset." But finally, I'm fighting this thing. It comes back up again, and he gets a hold of it, and then it jumps down again, so he completely loses it. At least he didn't get cut. But finally, the third time, it comes up, he grabs it, and he's holding it, and I put my net underneath it. I can't fit it, but I can at least support the weight. And he used my needle nose pliers, which you definitely need. You need you need something thin to stick in mouth and stay away from teeth, especially turtles. You don't want to lose a finger. I've caught a fair share of turtles.
Yeah, caught a couple this year.
Yeah. So get that hook ripped on out, and then I take that fish and I throw it at my feet, and I take this picture. Okay, I hope y'all saw it, but yeah, that was a really fun fish. And gar, we both talked about gar, but gar are ridiculously important for our ecosystem. I absolutely love gar. They're keeping carp populations down, and there was a study on it was like the Arkansas River and the Missouri River. Carp populations have been going down. It directly correlates with them reintroducing alligator gar into the Arkansas River. So as alligator gar are introduced, here's the graph going up of their numbers. Here's carp going down, and it literally is identical. So what's happening is they're sharing enough of the food source because carp are eating little minnows. They're eating the baby bass, the baby shad, the baby gar. They're eating the tiny little minnows. Well, that's what gar eat too. Gar gar eat a lot of fish like that. Most of their diet consists of little tiny things you wouldn't think they would bother eating. And because of that, they're winning the competition. And we might actually see a day where you can catch more you can see more bass than you see carp. Carp just seem to be everywhere. You can't go anywhere without seeing them. I absolutely can't stand carp. But, you know, I think we're planning a Yellowstone trip. We might talk about that, but I went to Yellowstone once, and to this day, it is my favorite fishing trip ever. And guess how much fish I caught?
None.
I caught zero.
That's an
Zero.
average trip for him.
Yeah, yeah, that sounds about right. But videos beg to differ. But
Hey, the hat doesn't say great fisherman.
Yeah.
yeah,
I say we're great.
we're not great fishermen.
So we're just okay.
Yeah,
We get
but
by.
yeah, we make it.
We're fishing, not catching.
Story of my life.
It's okay fishing, not catching.
Yeah, but you know, I loved the trip. It was absolutely incredible. I seen a big brown trout, and I just got to hike. I seen a buffalo. Uh, that was pretty cool. I was casting a line literally 50 yards from a buffalo. He might have wanted to kill me, but I wanted to catch a fish. So, but we're going to take a trip,
Yeah.
all of us, and we're going to go catch.
There'll be a few others along for the trip.
Yeah, it won't be a fishing trip. It'll be a catching trip. I guarantee we know what we're doing now. If not,
We've had
insert
practice.
AI pictures of us holding trout in Yellowstone. Sounds good, right?
I think
Will
we
still
might
be
try
memories
for
made.
we might try for the slam there.
Yeah,
4 species in 24 hours.
cutthroat trout.
Rainbow, cutthroat, brook, and brown.
And brown. I think they might include lake trout if you can catch a lake trout.
I think that's part of the super slam.
Yeah. Do each one of us have to catch all four, or just like us together catch
So
all four?
it's per fisherman, but if you do it, you send it off to a company and they give you a certificate for completing it, and you get your names in their record book.
Okay. So it would be individual though.
Yeah.
Okay. And hopefully next year we'll get to partake in a challenge of our own. What did you call it? The Spoonbill Grand Slam?
Yep. Catch a spoonbill in all the major snagging spots in Oklahoma in 24 hours.
Yeah. It's doable. You can catch pretty easily at Fort Gibson Dam. Low water giving the right weekend.
Yep.
That's probably the spot you'd want to hit last. I feel like it's best late.
Yeah.
Whoa. Thunder! Hear the thunder!
The echoes in the timber.
Yeah. Dude. But can't wait to go.
Well, it's gonna be a fun trip.
It's gonna be real fun.
Hopefully, don't end up bear food.
I'm faster than you guys, so if you want me to get eat, just cut my Achilles or something.
We'll make you carry all the fish. We'll weigh you down with trout.
Instead of putting trout in his backpack.
You're carrying all the granola bars and water.
It's not even gonna know he's gonna have a salmon head in his back pocket.
Salmon head and all the snacks in your bag.
Gonna be like that video.
I've purposely been placing all the food scraps in his tent at night.
I'm gonna be running from the bear, and I'm gonna say, "Lord, please make this bear a Christian." And then the bear's gonna get on his knees. "Lord, I thank you for this meal I'm about to eat."
Meanwhile, you're still running away.
Yeah. I'd be done. I'm not surviving a bear. No way. I might if you guys don't run off. Let's all fight it. At least one of us survive. And
Somebody will.
and guys, after we fight it, someone recover the GoPro. If we lose, at least get the footage to show that we tried.
We tried.
Okay, but we're
We
okay
made it 3
fishing.
rounds.
And once again, I'm Christian,
I'm Jaden.
I'm JC.
and I hope you guys enjoyed our first episode. No matter how rough it was, I just hope you enjoyed it. But
Time for the campfire question.
oh, we still got a campfire cache. You're correct. Yes, sir.
Thought we skipped the segment.
You want to read off our viewer question this week?
This comes from Justin Baisden. It says, "Will we be making a catfish setup video?" Commented it on our snagging setup. Yes. Yes, we will. We definitely are going to be making one. In fact, if you guys have questions, just comment them in our videos. And also, Catch of the Week. If you want to be in Catch of the Week, share the post and at my Instagram. That's OK. It might be underscore OK. Killed the microphone.
Viewer discretion.
Yo, guys, I killed the microphone. I'm sorry about that. Let's see if I can get that fixed. Oops. Or did I unplug my... That's what... I unplugged... Okay. I see what happened. Unplugged my headset. But if you guys have questions, ask it in a video. If you want to be in Catch of the Week, share it on our Instagram, and there's a good chance you could be on it. But doesn't matter what you catch. It could be a little bluegill. It could be your son's first ever fish he catches. It can make Catch of the Week. Don't feel bad. And hey, if you catch a fish like this, we might find it funny and post it anyways.
At least you're outdoors and not on the phone.
As long as it's something you or someone you know could be proud of, just send them in.
But if you guys have a question, this segment will be focused on answering questions from viewers. But yes, we will be making a catfish video. I think when catfish season really kicks off, catfish ain't quite biting like we want.
It's starting to pick up, and as it picks up more, we'll show the gear we use and the different rigs and everything that we tie for the different water scenarios. We'll share all that with you.
Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed. I hope you have a safe day, and I hope you enjoy your day. And go fishing. Go outdoors. Enjoy it. Life is short. Live.
that brings us to the end. Stay safe. May your campfires burn bright.
May your adventures be worth telling.
And may the echoes in the timber always lead you home.